Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another DAAAFT where I give my takes on Arsenal Football Club. I'm your guy, Dr. Toves. Hope you're having a fantastic day. The summer is here. Season over. It's time for transfers. Time for transfers, and we are heavily linked currently with someone. We are linked with Zumendi. That one they said is here we go. I don't know what that means. It means here we go. All
Until
right,
you
cool.
sign, like,
I
I
don't know
don't
whether
believe
it's
that.
fully signed yet. On exactly until they raise the they wear the jersey and raise that thing and do that fake interview of it's been my dream to play in, that's when I believe it. But yeah, we're going to talk about the attacker that's been linked because obviously throughout the season, because of all the lack of goals and lack of clinicality in the Arsenal squad, there's been the conversation about strikers, even to the point where Arteta had to comment on it, saying he's never rejected um, the chance to sign a striker. But currently, we are linked heavily with Benjamin Sesko. So I'm here with my guy Johnny Boy to discuss if this is the striker we need or we should have gone for the other alternatives. But first of all, welcome Johnny Boy. How are you feeling today?
I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me, Dr. Tobes. And let's discuss about our wonderful club. The club that keeps on breaking our hearts. So let's just discuss. It's a good argument. The good thing about it is that at least we're talking about attackers rather than defenders or left backs. So it's a good thing
Yes.
for a change. So I'm here for
Yeah.
it.
I'll be surprised after an attacker we have a left back because that's what we
To
seem
replace Tierney,
to
right?
sign.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Obviously, you're like me as well. As Arsenal fans, we've been disappointed a lot of times with the transfer rumors. They'll say this person is coming, Guain is coming, Tillemans is coming, and then we don't sign any of them.
True.
But it's transfer window season. We're going to see more and more and more linkage to Arsenal. But let's talk about this striker one because the conversation before now was in the rumor was that Andrea Beta likes
Gyökeres.
Victor Gyökeres. Arteta prefers Benjamin Sesko, right? That was the rumor. And now it seems that Arsenal are in advanced talks, in quote, with Benjamin Sesko. Before we talk about Sesko versus Gyökeres, does that mean that Arteta has more power over Beta, or do you think that was just a deflective tactics in the first place?
It's probably a deflective tactic. The truth about it, Arsenal is a very unusual club. We don't know who has more power. But in theory, the director of football or sporting director is supposed to have more control of, or more power over the coach because he is more or less his boss, right? So he's the person that
Mm-hmm.
supposed to oversee transfers, making sure that everything in the club, sporting wise, runs smoothly, right? So he's supposed to be the boss
Yeah,
of the coach. But with Arsenal, we've seen it before with the Edu and Arteta. It looks as if Arteta had more power than Edu,
yeah,
which
but
is why
but
Edu
Edu was
left.
like Edu was technical director, not sporting
True,
director.
true,
This was a different
true,
position,
true. So,
you know.
but right now, I would think Beta has more power than Arteta, just for the fact that I feel that I don't think in my heart of heart, I don't think Arteta knew about the Beta signing. I think they just signed
Mm-hmm.
Beta, and Arteta was like, okay, fine, you sign him, that's fine. I can work with him. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think Arteta would have chosen Beta as his sporting director because Beta is a from his track record, he's a no nonsense guy. Because I heard he had
Yeah.
some loggerheads with Diego Simeone throughout his time with in Atletico Madrid. So I would say he's like his boss. But at the same time, I mean the coach, I want Arteta to get his players so that we can stop hearing all these
Mm-hmm.
excuses. So if Arteta wants Sesko,
Mm-hmm.
right, I wouldn't mind him getting Sesko, even though I don't want Sesko. But if he wants that
Mm-hmm.
Sesko, give him Sesko.
Yes.
So that
Before we get into that one, right?
yeah.
Into that conversation, do you also think that there is? For me, I think that there is. The same way Zubimendi is almost done now, according to rumors. It's kind of probably the same situation as well, where they've been doing the groundwork for over a year
Yeah,
for Sesko, and so they just have to sign him
true.
because they've probably like made some
Yeah, they know
promises
the
and things
fee and
like that.
everything. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. For me, I still want two strikers. So if you bring Sesko and Gyökeres in the end, that's a fantastic
Trust me,
window for
trust
me.
me. That that
But
would that would that would be a perfect window for Arsenal because now you have two different kind of strikers, and they
yeah,
can actually you can
yeah.
actually see formation to a 4-4-2 with both of them as well. So that would be an ideal
Yeah.
summer for me, and I'm guessing for you too
Mm-hmm.
as well. But I doubt it
Exactly.
if Arsenal is going to do that.
Yeah.
Arsenal is always one or the other. I've never seen Arsenal go for two. It's always one or the other. So
Yeah.
based on that,
Yeah.
I would
We've
say
gone
it's
for
one.
multiple. we've gone for multiple left back in the same window
I
before.
mean,
So
that's your coach now, left back.
oh no, yeah, that's true. Goalkeepers. Went for multiple goalkeepers, but I just want to do some quick stats that I saw on social media
Yeah,
of Gyökeres versus
Sesko.
Sesko. Right, different stats. Let's start from in the league before I talk about overall. So, in the 2024-2025 season, in their individual leagues,
Yeah.
right, Sesko 33 appearances, obviously, Gyökeres as well 33.
Hmm.
I don't know if that is right, but this is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, I think it's
Um,
correct. I think they both played 34
okay,
games in their league, so which is which
okay,
which is a good thing. At least that means they are mostly available. So that's a good sign. That's a
yeah,
good starting point.
fair enough. And yeah, so Sesko 13 goals, Gyökeres 39 goals.
Nah, maybe.
In terms of assists, Sesko 5 assists, Gyökeres 7 assists. Shots in 90 minutes, 2.6 shots for Sesko and 4.5 for Gyökeres. Conversion rate 19.1% for Sesko, 28.1% for Gyökeres. Key passes per 90 minutes, 2 for Gyökeres and zero point 0.7 for Sesko. And then dribbles per 90, 1.5 for Benjamin Sesko and 1.9 for Viktor Gyökeres. Now, in all competition for the season, Gyökeres in 52 games he scored 54 goals and 13 assists, and for Benjamin Sesko, all competitions he played 45 games, 21 goals, 6 assists. But Gyökeres is 26 years old, Sesko is 21 years old. So of the two, it goes without saying that obviously
Stats wise,
Gyökeres is the more prolific one. But which one do you think is more suited to Arsenal or should be suited to Arsenal? However you want to put
based
it.
on the way Ateta plays, I mean, I think Sesko is the best fitted to the system because Sesko looks like somebody that can play with his back to goal, can hold up
Mm,
play. I think though Gyökeres is also physically strong, but Sesko looks like he's a powerhouse as well, and he's good. He seems to be very good with his head as well because this is we noticed Arsenal will do a lot of crosses into the box to nobody, so
yeah.
that'll be a plus for Sesko. Game wise, I think Sesko is the person that fits Arteta's style more. But I feel that Gyökeres is somebody that you can actually change your system to fit because we've seen it with
Mm-hmm.
Guardiola. Guardiola did it with Haaland. He changed his system to fit Haaland. So
Yeah.
so it's possible. It just takes the coach to be a little bit flexible in his tactics. That's all. Which is what we're crying out for Arteta. To me, this
Mm-hmm.
is not a debate. Gyökeres is the person I would go for because what Arsenal did now is Sesko, whether we like it or not, Sesko is a trial.
Mm-hmm.
As Sesko coming to Arsenal right now, we're just trying our luck. But with Gyökeres, yes, it might not work out, but we will say we are 70% sure that it probably is going to work. But with Sesko, it's more
Mm-hmm.
like a 40-60 because, like you said, he's 21, he's
Mm-hmm.
still raw. We can still see the rawness in him. So,
Yeah.
so to me, I'll go for Gyökeres. That's who I will go for. Gyökeres
Right.
is who I will go for.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, I've not really watched Gyökeres or Sesko. I don't watch any league apart from the Premier League
I
or
mean, I
see
watched
them in the
Gyökeres
Champions
against
League.
Arsenal and then
You know.
against City, and he was good. Those are the two games I watched from Gyökeres. I won't
Yeah,
lie.
yeah, it was alright. I was not impressed, but obviously we have Saliba and Gabriel. So we have more Salibas and Gabriels in the Premier League than in other leagues. So I don't know if he's going to score that amount of goals. But obviously, because of the stats and his finishing, I will prefer Gyökeres as
Exactly,
well.
exactly.
But like you said, that Guardiola had to change his style to fit
Haaland.
Haaland, and this is where I have a little conundrum because if do we the question I really want to ask for this particular video is, do we actually want an out and out striker? Do we really want an out and out striker? Because like you said with Haaland, right? When Haaland is not playing, you can see the difference in Manchester City team,
It's
right?
more
They
fluid and
they
everything.
drop down like 2 or 3 levels. Same with Isak. When Isak is not playing for Newcastle, you can see the levels drop like 2, 3. If Mateta is not playing for
Palace,
Crystal
yeah.
Palace, you can see the level drop like 2, 3 levels, 2, 3, yeah, level drop. So I'm like, do we really want an out and out striker that if he gets injured because of the way we play at Arsenal, I'm not surprised. I'm not only surprised if we have Gyökeres come and tear his ACL
True,
as
true.
well,
That's true.
and then we disappear for 6 months,
That's very
and then we're
true.
back to square one. Or we put him there. We're not giving him enough service. The same way we're not giving Aubameyang service at the time because of the way we play.
Yeah.
By the time we build play up from the back to the front, like the defenders have already surrounded him and he's backed out of the
Yeah.
game. So do we need an out-and-out striker or someone that can just hold the ball or bring other link-up play? But even in the start of link-up play, key passes is quite difficult. I'm sure that Sesko will score more goals in Arsenal because we always create chances upon chances upon chances. So I'm sure we score more goals than he has
Yeah, he
right
will. He
now. But
will.
I'm just thinking with Sesko, if he's not in the team, Havertz can just plug and play. But with Gyökeres, if Gyökeres is not in the team, we don't have anyone to just plug and play. If he's injured, what do you think about that?
I that's a fair point you raised there, but I will still go for Gyökeres just because I feel that even if Gyökeres is out of the team, right, we can still plug in what's his name, Havertz to be our striker, and then Ateta now can
Mm-hmm.
go to his formation which he's playing right now, and then go to because it actually wins. The only problem we have with that formation is that it hasn't gotten us over the line. So we can win games. We've seen that we can win games. So the issue is not winning games. The issue right now is we need somebody that can take us over the line. I think with Gyökeres, he can do that. So he's what tweaking your system. And I don't think Arsenal need to really tweak that much of a system. It's just that now we have to be quicker with our final balls. That's it.
Transition.
That's all we
Yeah.
have to do basically. Because we see that that's one
Mm-hmm.
good. Gyökeres is very Gyökeres relies on the transition. He's very good in transition. That's how Sporting plays. That's how Sporting is one plays. They're very quick with
Mm-hmm.
the transition. That's all Arsenal needs to do. So it's not as if we have to tweak too much in the system. So if Ateta can do that, I mean Gyökeres is going to score. And like you said, we need somebody can have like two chances and takes at least one, not at least like four chances to score one. No, we need somebody that needs
Mm.
gets two chances to score one because some games we've seen it, you might only have one chance and that's it.
Yeah.
So I'll still
Yeah.
go for
Fair enough.
Gyökeres regardless. But ideally, like we
Yeah.
said, if we can get the two of them, that would be perfect.
Yeah, I prefer the two of them. If
Yeah.
we have to choose one, I'll go for Gyökeres as well. Just because the problem we have at Arsenal is being is
Yes.
clinicality, and Gyökeres seem to be
He
clinical,
is.
and
He
we need
is.
someone that's clinical. But Sesko is one that is linked at this particular point in time. But we'll let you guys know, update you, or have more conversations if we sign more people in future. But you guys let us know, what do you think? Should we keep the same style, or should we? Sorry, do we need an out and out striker, or should we sign a out and out striker and switch our style a bit?
And
Do
also,
let us know
and
what you think in the
also,
comment
and
section
also,
below.
another point is that if we can get a good left winger that can actually contribute goals too as well, it might not be a problem if what's his name, Gyökeres is out of the team. That could
Mm,
also help too. So that's why I say your striker and your left winger is very important for us now this summer. Because
right, fair
if we have a
enough.
good left winger, that will help as well. Saka is fine.
Yeah. Yeah, but yes, you guys let us know what you think in the comment section below. We're going to be dropping more videos like this discussing the transfers as we are linked, and when we actually sign those players, we'll talk about it some more. As usual, please press the like button, subscribe if you're new or yet to do so, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Thank you
Peace.
guys.